Right, standard greeting. I'm EDF Toxic. It's September 11th. I'm gonna play some Color Jumper for a bit. Yeah. It's time for chat for a bit, for a little while. That's all. Guess what's not pointing at the right game? There we go. Alright, controller. I suck at this game, but it's fun. Hey, I'm doing better already. Oh, fuck. Yeah. I was stuck on this one for a while last week. Ah! Ah! No. Okay. Ah. That's the part there I keep getting stuck on. I think I'm overthinking something. I'm just not quite sure what. Yep, that's jumping right into that. What? Looked down at my mixer board and jumped into a death trap. Oh, fuck. I forget that my jump is not that large when I jump off the wall. I gotta go all the way out and then come back to make it past that thing. Whoop. Which is not always easy, especially when you're me. Really? Almost dodged that one. That was bloody brilliant. Oh, crap. Went too far away. Didn't go away long enough that time. Ah. It's like a precise timing there. It's so precise that's why I keep thinking I'm overthinking something. Yeah, that was brilliant. Ah! See, I think I was kind of along the right tracks there. I just didn't go back to that wall fast enough, if that's even possible. That's where I keep wondering if I'm overthinking it. Because even there... I'm going back as fast as I can. Well... If I do that, then I'm okay, but that doesn't actually jump over the bullet. Like, I actually need to go out and then back in a little bit, versus just holding my stick towards the wall. Oh. Ah, fuck. Shit. Panicked. Ah, shit. Mike is like really far away from me and I still managed to clip it there. Or at least clip it through OBS. I guess it does go through a little bit of a volume bump. I should really like put it through a just the mic through the compressor, but I haven't figured out how I should do that yet, because that would make all sorts of things a lot better. Ah, how? Turn my mic down. There we go. I'm not even yelling. If you want to hear me yell, I'll yell at you, Mike. Ah, shit. It came too fast. Damn. I don't know what was happening there. Okay, controller. That was scary. Nope. Whoa. Fell right on that one. Really? Email. I'll worry about that email later. Tried taking it slow and I took it too slow, fell off the wall. Oh, fuck you! I was almost there. What the hell? I don't know how I was just almost there. Ah, shit. Oh, come on. Really? Whoa! Thank you. How? How did I just dodge that? That was amazing. Wait. I thought maybe I did some sort of double jump thing that I wasn't aware of, but no, that doesn't seem to be the case. Sad thing is this isn't even the end of the level. After I get past that, still something else. This isn't a game where I can just hit quick save. Once I get to the top of this tower, I'll be playing one of those on Saturday. And next Tuesday. Free show. Seriously, I'm not on the wall. Oh, I'm being chased because of bad timing. Couldn't start jumping fast enough. It was like I was too far away from the wall. Ah, fuck. Seriously? Oh my god. I don't know what I just did, but it worked. Okay, now don't fuck this up. I fucked it up. You bastard. Fuck. Oh, almost. I bet the timing that I jump down here also has an effect on things. Because that would also affect the timing on the one that I keep running into. That makes sense. Sometimes I swear my controller's running out, wearing out. Seriously? Which it could be. This thing is pretty old. Fuck. Fuck. Fuck flower. I don't know why I felt the urge to add flour on the end of that. Yeah, I knew that wasn't going to go well. Eh. Shit. Shit. Fuck, yes! Okay, now how do I do this? Nope, not like that. Gotta time it so that I get in before the top one, before the next one shoots. But also late enough that I don't fall on the other. I'm an idiot, I can slide down the wall, I think. Can I? Does that slow me down? No. I could jump though. I'm blaming the stick for that one. The controller stick, that is. Blaming the buttons for that one. Controller buttons, that is. Music machine played with a very angry man. Wait. That was a reference to Uncle Ned's mashup of Death Grips, Tachyon, and Woundcut's Marble Machine. Shit. Couldn't jump fast enough. Wasn't even paying attention there. Surprisingly, I survived until that. Fuck. Whoa! Okay. I just timed it so well. In the wrong direction. I don't know how that last one just worked, but it did. That last good one, I mean. Oh, fuck. Shit. Shit. Just run right into that. Just but ran right into it again, and then ran into this thing. Whoops. Whoops. That one might have been the controller though, because I felt like I'd let go of the stick. Damn. That one was just stupidity. That one was just stupidity. I just realized I forgot to use the wall to my advantage last time I got to the skinny part. But yeah, saw that one coming. There's nothing I could do about it. Well. Didn't think that one was gonna well. That's not how you wall jump. That's how you fall. With style. Ah, fuck. Couldn't turn around fast enough. The problem could just be that I'm bad at this game. Because I know that I'm bad at this game. Just didn't think it would affect me that bad. Oh, I forgot to prepare something for the stream. Yeah, that's okay. I got a minute to prepare for the premiere. You should give it a minute of silence anyway. A minute of breather between pre-show and stick. Aha! I can turn around that fast. That was not what I wanted. Okay, so now that I know I was just being bad at the game, not just understanding that, the thing that I was overthinking is how bad I was at doing a certain move. Words fail me. That move right there. That move right there, even. And then there's this stick, just... Oh. Maybe it's time to get another Xbox controller. In case you don't know, I use a Logitech wireless or cordless remote pad too, which is ancient according to today's standards. I mean, it was ancient according to ancient standards at this point. For controllers. Okay, I got here. That next part looks like hell. And then I fell too fast again. And then I couldn't jump. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna finish this level today, but that's okay. I did learn something about it. Oh. I tried to jump. To slow myself. You know what? Jumping might be detrimental too, though. No, it won't. Since the hall is so skinny. Just thinking jumping might bring me into the other thing, but I'll get stopped by the other wall. Ah, fuck. Okay, a few more tries and then it's premiere time. This controller is really starting to annoy me. Yep. Oh, fuck. Okay, that's all. I'm gonna mute everything for about a minute while I switch things over. And then this next section is, I kind of treat it like a, like I'm recording a YouTube video live, so it'll sound like I'm starting over. So, yeah, be right back. Standard greeting, I'm ADDF Toxic. That was the 2-hour track challenge that I made on August 30th, 2018. And that one started off in Ben Burns' Discord, the Abstraction of Discord. Carbonic had made a comment about a crazy challenge idea to, how you put it, you have to write with one extreme effect on the master, such as an Autopan. At first, that idea sounded crazy to me because to have the have the audio going constantly back and forth from left to right. But then I started thinking about it a little bit more. Here, let me switch to Ableton. So here's the Autopan that I used. Originally, I was gonna start thinking about this here, shapes, going from left to right. So it's a little bit more random. So it would kind of sound like maybe you're wandering aimlessly in a field or something. So I decided I'd take that challenge on, and this is the project of that challenge. And here's the Autopan on master. But you may notice that I did actually switch it to sine rather than this noise or whatever you want to call that. And that's just because this has a lot of very quick jumps that sound like teleports rather than wandering aimlessly. So what I did instead was I set it to sine, and then I had put some automation on a whole bunch of things. Actually, all four of these dials, the amount, the frequency, phase, and the shape all have automation. This is just all set randomly. To change it up a little bit, let me turn this on. You can hear that. And you can watch it go. I should probably use my earbuds here so the sound isn't going straight back through the mic. But anyways, yeah, so you can see how that's changing shape and everything, amount. Goes really quite randomly. You may have also noticed there's actually something missing there, but that's okay, I'll get to that later. So I like to kind of do this breakdown after a couple of weeks after I make the track. So for the rest of the track, I didn't really know what to do. I didn't have any particular inspiration of what kind of music should be wandering around in the field. So I grabbed the default 909 kit from Ableton, and I'm renting a bass guitar, so of course I got to use that thing, which bass rig, a simple one. I've used some weirder ones sometimes. I wasn't sure if this was one of those. And then when it got to, and then I wanted to put a melody on that was a little bit higher, because originally I just had the drums and the bass. Here, let me solo that. Solo two of those. There we go. And I just made this loop at about that point there. It just loops this a whole bunch of times on every track, actually. But then I decided to put a bit more of a melody on, so I grabbed a sitar, and I also grabbed a massive, and I'm really not that good at massive, so I just kind of played with dials until it gave me something kind of cool. And what I did with these is the sitar is, I actually don't know how to pronounce that, is panned all the way to the left, and the massive is panned all the way to the right. So when the Autopan is moving around, it kind of switches in between them, which I think kind of made a cool effect. And you'd notice these channels, I kind of did the same thing as well, except not quite as wide, and that one's not even the same position for some reason. That is pad and bar chimes. Let's switch back here. Actually, let me check. Which sitar did I use? A contact sitar. Probably Sitar Nation, yeah. Wanted to play with that for a while after I bought it, so I guess this was a good chance. So pad, let me take a drink of water. Pad is probably waves, yeah, or yeah, codecs. iPad Air, just one of the default things. And that's pan more to the left. And then bar chimes is what I used on the right there. And this is actually what's been missing this whole time, because I have this channel muted. This is Quick Cack's bar chimes. It's actually the first plugin I bought when I started using higher end DAWs. And it's set to the Floating in Dreams preset, which is which has a lot of wind. Oh, you can set those there too. Lot of wind somewhere. Physics. There's a lot of wind in this. So you can see it's constantly hitting against each other there. So when I'm just trying to move notes around, they're constantly banging against each other. So that's why I sometimes turn this off. And this whole time that I'm talking, they're hitting against each other. Another thing you can do, that's actually also why you notice there's nothing here, because it just does it all itself. There is something here though. This note, C#2, dampens it. And that's about all I used in those bar chimes. As far as notes go, everything else was just handled by the plugin. This intro I'll get to later. Hush. But first I want to get to sort of the structure of this song. I kind of caught myself in this loop of this one single loop. It does this thing for a bit and then it kind of goes. These are the same this is an exact copy, by the way. It does this for a bit, then does that for a bit. It's a bit lower, and kind of goes back up here, and then just loops that whole thing over and over and over again. And that kind of has something to do with my lack of feeling inspired that day. But then after a while, it's like, okay, this is getting old. I should end this thing. So I tried ending it with this drum pattern here. Let me solo that. Oh, right. It was just the cymbal originally. And I put some effects on the cymbal, some extra effects like reverb and simple delay to make it last a bit longer. But then I ended up deciding that I don't like it was sort of too sudden of an ending, so I decided to sort of bring it back. This is just an exact copy of all this stuff. I forgot to copy the drums, so this section is missing the drums, but honestly I kind of liked how it was missing the drums, so I kept that aspect of it. And then hush. And then this badge clip is something from Ben Burns' Delicate sample pack. It kind of first appeared in this clip. That snap. I think he's like got like a retractable wire on it and just let it snap. So I put that in as a way to bring back the music. And then it still didn't feel right, so I started putting in these fumbles and also those hi-hat closed sounds. Totally forgot which drum I put there, so I had to cheat. And trying to get this rhythm to sound right, because I kind of used a funny rhythm, was an interesting challenge. And the pacing just relied on when I could get the rhythm to sound like it had turned around properly to start back up here. Not offbeat, but not have any of these feel offbeat either, even though technically some of them are. So yeah, and then I threw in those fumbles. And then dropped in the extend at the beginning. Which I think is, like I was saying, I think it's like a retractable wire. So the extend is like, and then fumble with it a bit, and then snap. So in the grand context of things, grand scheme of things, it's almost sounded like a, like, you know, the music's playing, doing its loop over and over again. And then Ben just screws something up with the badge and fumbles to get it back. And when it snaps, that's right when the music comes back, but without the drums. You know what's interesting? Something I never knew before, but I just realized when I'm trying to figure out why this doesn't sound right. Oh, okay, this, the ending that I did, it was originally, let's see, not wandering, mixer, the track volume, I made it fade like shortly after the cymbal, because the cymbal, I made it last so long that it just lasts forever, so I made it fade out. And this was before I put in the whole come back to the music idea in. But the fade outs stayed in, and it sounded kind of cool. But what I was just realizing just now is that this must be happening after all the effects on master, because this is where this Vox & Go recorder is how the audio gets to the stream and also to my earbuds right now. So when it comes through master, it goes through the EQ, goes through wandering, goes through the compressor, and then goes through Vox & Go to the stream and to my earbuds. And then, I guess, to the fader that this is affecting, the track volume. So that's kind of interesting. So we can't actually hear it fading right now, even though it is in the final. Actually, speaking of the final, something I screwed up here is I didn't export it at the right length. There's like 2 minutes of silence at the end. Normally I don't fix things after after the challenge, because that's kind of the point of the 2-hour track challenge. But this time I'm actually going to re-export that, because that is an exception. So I will do that momentarily. I just want to jump back to that intro first, because the intro, I didn't talk about it at first, but it was something that I had sort of messed up on, and it was sort of inspired by later. It was actually the last thing that I put in. Essentially, when I put these effects on the cymbal, I was kind of dumb and put it on the kick instead. I was trying to figure out why the cymbal didn't work, but then I took my mind off things, went back to the beginning. This used to start just like this, which is really fucking sudden. But I hit play and then hit pause immediately one time, and there was this massive delay with like this simple delay here, and the reverb, the overpowering reverb on the kick instead of on the crash. So it sounded really cool, and I decided that would be my intro. So I fiddled with freezing that. I was a newbie. That's actually the first time I've done a freeze. And that's essentially what this is. So yeah, that is that's the breakdown of that. I am going to stop that, restart Ableton, because there are changes that I don't know what they are, but I fear that I changed something that shouldn't be changed before I re-export. So I will do a quick reopen here. I say quick, but that depends on Ableton loading. See how quickly I can re-export this. That's the place it should be. Export. Hey, yeah, okay. Okay, so that's going to here. I could put that not there. Oh, I can't delete that. Don't delete that. That would be bad. $830. Delete that file. I am missing a file here. Why am I missing a file? That is really weird. I'm missing the track I did last night. Okay, so I'm just moving the file to where it belongs now. 2018-0830. And then I can make a quick video. And I'll update this version later. Oh, you know what I need? A title. I guess for titles, I was thinking of a couple things. Since it does that whole wandering thing, I think the one that I liked the best was Wandering to the Desert. Desert because it's got that sort of a sitar feel. So August 30th. Yeah. Wandering to the desert. And then I gotta export that to the 830 folder. And then I can open up the 830 folder here, open up a command prompt. And, well, fix this command first. 2018-0830. 2018-0830. 2018-0830, save that. And that will give me my video. This one's going a little bit longer, actually, than I sometimes do. Part of the reason I started doing pre-show is because it kept finishing in half an hour, and I gave myself an hour to do these, so I might as well play some games and chat for the first little bit. But this point here is basically the end of the stream, so here, let me play this one more time as I close out. I'm in trouble balancing that one. So thank you for watching. If you're watching this live, or even I guess Saturday morning, that's the Be Right Back screen. My next stream will be September 15th. That's Saturday. So if you're interested in that, I'm going to play some Shogo Mobile Armor Division, which is an old game. It's like 16 years old now. It was released a month before Half-Life. It's a game that nobody's heard of. That may have something to do with it. But it's one of my favorites. So I'm going to play that. And if you're looking to follow me, youtube.com/addftoxic. No spaces, no underscores, anything there. That will get you to where all my videos are posted, including this one. And the video for this song. Twitter.com/addf_toxic will get you to my Twitter if you're wondering what I'm rambling about on random days. Or I'll post, streams to these if it's something I'm really happy with, or if something special. But I don't post every stream there just because I don't like it. I don't want to spam my Twitter, since that would end up being the only thing I post there. So if you are interested in actual announcements for that, you can join my Discord, which the link is below the stream window. And I have it set up so there's separate channels, separate text channels for different types of announcements, and then on top of just general chatter. So if you're interested in one type of announcement and not others, then you can set your notifications to your desires, which is something that I think is kind of cool about announcements in Discords. And I don't think enough people use it that way personally, but that's my opinion. That's me. Everybody else can do them. But that is all. So again, thanks for watching. I'll see you around. Have a good life.